Hello, this is Mr. Collier, and today we're doing or using the quadratic formula. And sometimes you can't factorize a quadratic, but any quadratic you can solve using this quadratic formula. If you're interested in the derivation of this quadratic, then check the link below, and there's a video about the derivation of this quadratic formula. Okay, but if you get a quadratic, you can write any quadratic as in the form ax squared plus bx plus c. Then you just substitute the values of a, b, and c into this equation, and you get two answers, two solutions, or sometimes you get 0 solutions or 1, but in general you get 2 solutions, and the plus or minus gives you the 2 solutions. We'll see how this works now in a second with this one. So in this equation we've got a 1 here, so a is 1, b is 7, and c is 10. So substituting that into the quadratic formula, we get negative 7 plus or minus root 7 squared minus 4 times 1 times 10. Okay, divided by 2 times a. Okay, if we simplify that, we get negative 7 plus or minus root 9 divided by 2. And root 9, you can actually do that. So you get 2 solutions. Negative 7 plus 9 over 2. Negative 7 minus 9 over 2. And this is just simply 1. Root 9. Root 9 is 3, obviously. So that's 3's. So we get negative 7 plus 3 is negative 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. And this gives you negative 10 divided by 2 is negative 5. If you get whole numbers or even fractions, if you get rational numbers, then actually you could have factorized it in the first place. So you could factorize this in x plus 5, x plus 2, and you get the same answers, okay? But the quadratic formula is useful because it works all the time, even if the solutions are not rational numbers. Okay, let's do this last one here. In this last one here, we have a is 1, b is 1, and c is negative 1. So let's get the solutions. X equals negative 1 plus or minus root 1 squared minus 4 times 1, and the c value is negative 1 divided by 2 times the a value. So it's negative 1 plus or minus, this is 1 plus 4 is 5 over 2. And you cannot really simplify that. Your answers are negative 1 plus root 5 and negative 1 minus root 5. And of course, if you want a decimal, you can just type that into your calculator and get the decimals. So we've got 2 answers from that one, 2 solutions. Let's check out this one. Let's do the same thing. A is 1, b is 4, c is also 4. 4 squared plus or minus root 4 squared minus 4 ac divided by 2a, and we get 16 plus or minus, this is 0. Now plus or minus 0, same thing. Plus or minus 0 is the same thing. So you just get one solution. You get 16 over 2, which equals 8. Actually, oops, sorry, I made a mistake at the beginning. That's negative b plus or minus. So actually you get negative 4 over 2, which is negative 2. So it's one solution. Okay, the equation has one solution. Notice that b squared minus 4ac, which is what's under the square root sign of the quadratic formula. Sometimes we call that the discriminant. Okay, so if that value under the square root sign is 0, then we get one solution. Okay, next, this last one here. Let's get the solutions. X equals negative 2 plus or minus root 2 squared minus 4 ac divided by 2 times 1. Now here we get negative 2 plus or minus, and this is 4 minus 16 is negative 12 over 2. And you cannot square root a negative number, so you get no solution. Okay, so you get no solution anytime this thing under the square root sign is a negative number. So when b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, you get no solution.